John just revealed he's wearing his food.
I'm wearing the entire pyramid is on me right now. For decades, we were told the food pyramid was the ultimate guide to healthy eating. Carbs at the bottom, fats at the top, and everything stacked in between. But now that pyramid has been flipped and reimagined with the new dietary guidelines from the Department of Health and Human Services.
So what should and what shouldn't be on your plate now, and how do these new guidelines affect what our kids are eating at schools? Nancy Easton, founder and executive director of Wellness in the Schools, is here. You're breaking it all down, Nancy. What is going on? We're flipped on our heads here. What's up with this pyramid?
Carbs are good. Carbs are it.
Well, the problem is I have a different opinion maybe than the food pyramid. So carbs are one of our three macronutrients, right? Carbs, proteins, and fats.
Right.
The new pyramids puts those carbs, or the whole grains, way, way down at the bottom. And it's truly, in my opinion, because America has been eating too many bad carbs.
What's a bad carb?
So bad carbs got this bad rap. Bad carbs are all the ultra-processed foods that we eat. It's the chips, it's the cookies and packaging, anything in a box and in a package that is made in a factory, not grown on a farm or in a garden, and that has a list of ingredients this long. That's what our carbs have become in this country.
Yeah.
So
Oreo's bad.
Oreo's bad.
Oreo bad. Pop-Tart bad.
Bad.
Okay, great. Well, there goes my
I did crave
breakfast.
Pop-Tarts when I was pregnant. Pop-Tarts, but also grapefruit. So
leaves Pop-Tarts in the vending machine, and I will say every couple of days.
It's so funny.
Not couple of days, couple of weeks.
Like being a child of the 80s, like that's every commercial was for the food that you should not be eating, so we're all paying for it now.
Do you agree with this new pyramid being flipped, or do you resonate more with the old one?
That's loaded. I have opinions about both. And truthfully, I mean, all joking aside, we really try not to make this a personal shame and blame thing.
Right.
I mean, the problem is, and what this administration has done with the new pyramid is, it's really flipped it. And most of the, you don't see it on that one, but most of the pyramids that I've seen, and certainly in the guidelines, it says on the top, eat real food, or over in the corner, eat real food. And that's, for me, the biggest takeaway and the biggest message. I mean, at Wellness in the Schools, our tag is #FeedKidsRealFood.
Right.
So it's what I said earlier, eliminating those processed foods, those processed ingredients, and serving real food. The problem is 70% of the diet of Americans, it's the standard American diet, SAD, standard American diet. It's really called the SAD diet. Is 70% is processed.
Yeah, of course.
And again, not a shame and blame. It's because it's readily accessible.
It's cheap.
And it's cheap. Thank you. And why is it cheap? Because
it's cheap.
It's cheap because it's cheap. Because that ultra processed food, the ingredients that are used to make ultra processed food are subsidized at $25 billion a year from our government. Corn, wheat, and soy. So we take that crap, we make more crap, and then we feed it to Americans.
And the crap tastes so good. That's the problem too.
That's exactly it, because of the chemicals. It's addictive. The crap tastes so good.
It's addictive. There's sugar in it.
I'm going to make a bumper sticker out of that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You can't eat just one. You're right. You can't.
So how is this impacting our kids in the schools?
So, not easy, right? Essentially, this pyramid is, well, we haven't seen the nutrition standards yet. Those first it's the guidelines with the pyramid, and then it's the nutritional standards. And the nutritional standards won't come out, they're working on, those reviews are happening now. The full impact won't happen until fall of 2027. But here in New York City, we are well ahead of this curve. The city asked Wellness in the Schools actually 3 years ago to help them to develop 100 scratch-cooked, plant-forward, and culturally inclusive recipes to then hire 75 chefs who went into all New York City public schools to train the cooks on how to prepare those.
Wow.
I'm sure your audience knows this, but New York City feeds up to almost 1 million children every single day in New York, second only to the U.S. military institutional feeding. So they're ahead of this. They're really working to change this curve already before these guidelines. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So they're really, really trying to be an example. The problem is, I make it sound easy. It is so not easy. So not easy.
Just getting in the kitchen and creating a meal, that's not easy. And then you have to have ingredients. It just takes so much time, effort, energy to do it.
Exactly. And this is a federally funded program, right? So schools and districts get dollars per child. There are not enough dollars now, and forget about it when we're asked to serve more red meat, more animal protein, and then we're asked to eliminate processed ingredients. Yay, yay, yay. But it's going to cost so much more money.
That's,
We need more money. we need more training for the school cooks, right? And we need more equipment to be able.
And support for farmers and just agriculture in general, just to make it real food and get
local
actual
farmers.
Yeah, local,
right?
exactly. Yeah, produce, more produce.
Yeah,
and it's crazy expensive. It's insane.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I do want to ask why the pancakes on a lollipop stick, but we'll get to that after. We appreciate you, Nancy. Thank you so much for being here.